All right, y'all. So coming into my menswear category, I'm obsessed, okay? I have some that you guys probably might agree or might disagree with me. I just think the men, some of them showed up and did their thing, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Now, I do have to say this. One of the guys I thought was a heavily missed opportunity was Wisdom K. He is a modern dandy. Like, that man's personal style gives you dandy. And the fact that he was not invited, I want to know what happened. Like, why was there a missed opportunity to showcase this man's personal style that is a modern dandy? And so I just was really disappointed I wasn't able to see him grace the carpet this year, but it's okay because we had some other men that still did the damn thing, if you will. Coming in strong, we're going to talk about Alton. I really loved his heart-shaped blazer or jacket that he had. He's always killing. He's always serving. And the eye patch to me was like an extra little on top. It was exquisite. It was exquisite. And another, he was very campy to me too, but I just really thought for the men, he really showed up. He really showed up. Next, I am going to mention Pharrell Williams. He was one of the co-chairs this year, and he did a not a pinstripe. It looks pinstripe to me, but he did a pearl jacket, but it was like very detailed pearl jacket. And amazing. I loved his outfit. Like, to me, it's very Pharrell. My statement that I said in one of my previous videos is like, you guys, these people who can do the theme plus keep it within their brand, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to get lost in the sauce. You're supposed to keep it within your brand. So I was super excited to see him do his thing. Like, I loved it. I loved the flare pant. I loved the shoes. And like I said, the jacket was really the conversational piece. And he's an artist, you know, like out of everybody's Vogue cover, he was the only one who allowed a painter to paint his Vogue cover. And I just think that speaks volumes about who Pharrell is, what his style is inspired by, and just like why he's the creative director for menswear at Louis Vuitton. Like, he killed it. Next is John Baptiste. He's wearing Tom Ford, and he worked with Law Roach as well. He had inspo from, you know, musicians of that era, and I really, really loved his suit. Like, I love Tom Ford anyway, but I feel like this is what I was expecting when I thought superfine tailoring, black style, you know, the dandies, this, you know, the zoot suits and stuff like that. This is what I was thinking. John Baptiste, he killed it for me. He killed it. Next is Keith Powers. I really enjoyed his look. I love the crop jacket. I think for him to have a thin frame, it really, really showcased his silhouette really well. I love the trousers, the tie, the shirt, like the styling of Keith Powers' look is beautifully done. Another very dapper man. Like, loved Keith Powers. The next is going to be Mr. Dapper Dan himself. He posted on Instagram that his inspiration was zoot suits mixed with logomania, what he is crowned to coin. Not a trend, honey, but a lifestyle and a key design element that's a part of design now. I know a few years ago we were all rocking logomania, and it's still apparent, you know, and we only really loved it because of Dapper Dan. So the fact that he took an element that he is coining in the fashion industry is so beautiful to me. And I loved it. He paid homage. He took a classic silhouette. He amplified it a little bit by making something a little bit shorter than normal as far as like the waistcoats and the jacket itself. He wore a dinner coat, and his logo, he said, had a specific meaning for it. And I just love that. Like, I love when you have a beautiful story added into the midst of everything. Now, Lewis Hamilton, I liked his outfit, but I definitely thought it was a little bit predictable. Reason being, y'all, I just feel like I've seen him in something like this before. Like, instead of it being cream, it was like a black jacket with still white shirt. And I feel like he just knows what works for his body. Again, a man who knows his brand is going to stay within his lane, if that makes sense. No pun intended. So I'm not sure about this young man's name, but I loved his outfit. He was styled by one of my faves, Ugo Mozzi. And I mean, the timepieces, the clocks on the jacket, like the tailoring, the layering of the jacket, so beautiful. And I love how he gave a gray color story. And it's the first one to do gray, you know, because we saw a lot of black and white on the carpet, but this was beautifully done. I'm so impressed. All right, guys, so my last guy that I felt like really killed it was A$AP Rocky. I know his look was a little underwhelming, but he's a dandy every day. He's a modern dandy. He showcased that through his Vogue spread and as well as a lot of different things that he's been doing lately. I mean, even his fashion show was like a modern streetwear dandy kind of a guy with the jacket layering and the, you know, just adding his own personal style into a lot of things. This might be an unpopular opinion, but it's okay because I really felt like A$AP killed it. To see a man actually rock the braided baldy, I really thought was iconic, okay? One, he's always pushing the norms for gender bending when it comes to styling, but little do people know, men were the ones that were setting the trends in the 18th century and the 17th century. When we go back to Mesopotamian days and before we get to Egypt, the Mesopotamian, the men were the ones setting the trends. If we go and transition into Egypt, the Egyptian men, the pharaohs, were the ones wearing eyeliner. It's not necessarily just women. Men were wearing those things too. So I feel like A$AP knows where true style and conversation comes from and pays homage to it all the time. Exactly who A$AP Rocky is, which is the modern dandy. And him showing up with the umbrella and just all the extra little embellishments. Like if you really pay attention to the jewelry that he was wearing, the details and everything, the pinky ring, the glasses, yeah, the baby hairs. Yeah, he did that. I thought once him and Rihanna were photographed together, they complemented each other really, really well. All right, guys, so comment below. Let me know if y'all agree with my menswear take. And yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.